back to my channel. My name is Morgan Shay, and if you have not already joined a part of the Morgan Shay Beauty Gang, then what are you waiting for? Subscribe, become a part of our family. We are over halfway there to my 100 subscriber giveaway, and I want everybody who stops by here to be a part of that. So do be sure that you do subscribe. And also, if you do want an extra entry into my 100 subscriber giveaway, I have a little contest going where I have a secret emoji somewhere in the video. And if you comment it down below, it will give yourself an extra entry into my 100 subscriber giveaway. I am keeping up with all of the extra entries, so do be sure that you take advantage of that. And today, Reddit, Let's Not Meet scary story from Reddit. I will have the username on the screen. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get, and I have not read this, so keep that in mind. So I may be reading 2 or 3 stories before I get one that I actually upload. So, but this one is called The Man in the Window. The Man in the Window. Background. I live in a high crime country, so my home has an alarm linked to private security, and the property is surrounded by a high wall. There is a roll-down steel garage door in the wall, which gives access directly onto the street. I just had a baby a few days ago and was sitting in the lounge watching TV while the baby slept next to me. I hear the exterior garage door making opening noises, but think it's probably just my husband stopping by to check on us since the baby is so new and he was working close by that day. Then I realized that my dogs are barking, and their barking has not changed pitch. If it was my husband coming home, their barks would have changed to exciting yipping. So I hobbled into my bedroom, which has a view of the exterior door, and see a strange man has popped the side of the door open with a crowbar and is slithering through the gap into my property. No problem. This is why we have security. So I run, hobble, just like a baby, remember, to the lounge and hit the panic button, which is supposed to set off the house alarm and send an SOS to the security company. The panic button does nothing. It is completely dead. I run back to the bedroom. My mind is just in a blank panic. And by now, the man is starting to climb through the window. It dawns on me that nobody is coming to help, and my new baby is just in the other room. There's no time. So I hulk the F out, bunch up my shoulders, start screaming like a banshee, and run directly at the man. I'm 5'2" with a deflated pregnant belly, so I couldn't have looked very scary, but he shot himself because he just let go of the window frame and literally fell onto the ground before scrambling up and back out of the popped up outside door. I was shaking and crying. If he had kept coming, I don't know what I would have done. My husband was home within minutes, and we had fixed the panic button the same day. Strange man in the window, let's not meet again. This is called Sadistic Kid and Stalker Dad. When this took place, I was 22, and I'm 5'1", so I'm not very intimidating. I used to work as his kindergarten teacher, and I would meet parents and other family members all the time. I've made extremely good relationships with all of my students and good impressions on their caretakers. One day, about a month late, we got a new transfer student from another school on the other side of town. Right off the bat, I hated his dad. He was creepy and would always look at me with a certain look. I brushed it off at first because I've had male caretakers hit on me before since I was single at the time. The child was weird. He would bully kids in the weirdest way. He would tell the kids that he wanted to cut off their fingers and eat them like corn dogs. I had a conference with the dad and child after school, and he didn't seem angry or uncomfortable like I would assume most parents would be. He just had a small smile, like he was trying to hide how proud he was. He never took his eyes off my mouth. It made me extremely uncomfortable. We finished the conference and agreed he would have no recess for a week. Months went by and I had gotten a boyfriend and we were walking in an outdoor shopping mall on a date when I felt someone watching us. Like I felt the eyes burning into the back of my head. I hate that feeling. Side note. We walked inside of a furniture store and my boyfriend looked so uncomfortable. "There's a man that has been following us. Let's go," he whispered. I don't say anything, but he knows I agreed. We walked out and he wraps his arms around my hip. "Miss K," I heard behind me. I turned and it was the child and the dad. "We saw you walking and thought we'd come say hi," he smirks. He looks at my boyfriend and glares at him. He is 6'3" and has a build of a Viking, but extremely fit. He has the beard and all. He could be considered extremely intimidating, but he's just one big teddy bear. "This is John, my husband," I smiled. I lied because I knew if the guys hear husband, sometimes they back off, but not all the time. That's me saying, but not all the time. Anyways. The dad seemed very put off by this, like he was going to attack him. We awkwardly talked for a moment and drove home. Fast forward 4 years, and John and I got married. We moved to a new home. It had many windows and was extremely gorgeous. We had put metal stoppers on all the windows because we don't trust people, even though we were in a very nice neighborhood. John and I were spring cleaning, and it felt like someone was watching me. John was next to me washing the top of the fridge, and I instinctively looked out the window to see a car across the street. I asked John if he knew who it could be, and he said no, and closed the blinds, also creeped out by it. That night, we were falling asleep on the couch, and in the living room, we had 2 extremely large windows that faced the backyard. John had fallen asleep, and I was still watching when I heard a weird metallic tapping on glass. I played it off and used my peripherals to look out the window. I got a glimpse of a shadow passing by, and I woke up John. I told him someone was at the window, and thank God for my great taste in men. He used to be a police officer, and then, even till now, is a firefighter. We kept a crowbar next to the front door and a metal bat behind the couch. He grabs the bat and hands it to me. He slowly walks around the dining room, and under the table is a gun he keeps for emergencies. I called 911 and I heard John run out the front door quickly. "You bastard, I have a gun and I have no problem shooting you," he yells. And since it was like 1:15 in the morning, he couldn't get a license plate. We filed a report with the cops who knew John, and they said that they would have someone patrol the house for a week or so. Fast forward again, another month-ish later, we were in bed and I happened to need to pee at like 3 in the morning. I came out to the bathroom and felt someone grab my face. And I had no fighting experience, so I didn't know how to defend myself. The bathroom door swings in and there is a towel bar behind it. So when the door hits it, it's super loud. I slammed my arm against the door, and John is a very light sleeper, so I was hoping he heard it. I felt really drowsy and felt the person dragging me. I woke up in the hospital and saw John in the chair next to me. I asked him what happened. He grabbed the metal pipe from under the bed and attacked the man. He shattered his jaw and broke both of his knees. When the man was unconscious, John turned the lights on to see it was the dad. He called the police, and I'm apparently mildly allergic to chloroform. To this day, we have no idea how he got in the house. The front and back doors have glass doors, so we lock the glass in the main doors before going to bed. We never open the windows farther than the guards and the screens on the windows. There was no sign of forced entry and no fingerprints anywhere from the guy. Now I'm putting my doctorates to good use and teaching university students. They are much more tolerable, and I feel safer since the university is a few blocks down from the fire station. To that kid, I hope you grow out of your weird sadistic phase. And to the dad, I hope you rot in jail and we never meet again. So you guys, this story, I had a feeling was going to be really good. It had a lot of like shares and comments and stuff. So I had a really good feeling that it was going to be a good one. First of all, let me just say this now. There is nothing scarier than like a weird kid. You know what I'm saying? Like a scary, like weird child. Like that scares me more than anything. Like in horror movies, when they use a child as like a being scary, that freaks me out more than anything. More than like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, anything. Like a weird sadistic child is like the worst. So this story literally freaks me out because number one, you've got this scary, weird child, which, I mean, all kids are a little weird, but like the way that she described this child, and she's a teacher, this must be a really weird child because I have 7 nieces and nephews, and let me tell you, they can be weird, but like sadistic. None of my nieces and nephews are sadistic, okay? So there must have been a little something. But the dad, like that is so scary. Can you imagine, like, because I know every single night I get up in the middle of the night at like 3 o'clock in the morning to go pee. Could you imagine walking into your bathroom and feeling a hand on your mother effing face and then waking up in a hospital and your old man, like, could you imagine living alone and something like that happened? Because then what? Then what? Then what are we supposed to do? I just can't. And then the first little short one, like I said, I'm just going to include the first one because, I mean, why not? It's just another little story, but still, like, could you imagine just having a baby and like you literally just had a baby, so you can hardly get around and somebody breaks through your window? Thank goodness that he was probably like a crackhead or something and was probably just going in there to like get whatever he could to go get some more crack. And he seen her and he tripped out. But these stories literally give me the creeps, you guys, like literally. So yeah, I have the Reddit usernames on the screen. I'll also have them in the description box down below. Go to Reddit, you guys, and read some of these Let's Not Meet stories. They are bone chilling, some of them, like literally bone chilling. Also, if you do like these Reddit story times, do be sure to give this video a thumbs up to let me know. And also, this video shout out is going to go to this channel right here. Do be sure that you do subscribe to their channel and give them some lipstick emojis, letting them know that you come from the Morgan Shay Beauty Gang. And don't forget that there has been a secret emoji in this video at some point. And if you do comment it down below, it will get you an extra entry into my 100 subscriber giveaway, which we are over halfway there, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Anyways, I have way too much energy. I'm not going to make you all sit around here and watch me be over the top because it's just way too much and you guys don't deserve that. And I love you all. So, yeah. Yeah, you guys. Don't forget, I'm uploading 7 out of 7 days. And if we get to 75 subscribers, I will upload 7 out of 7 days next week as well. So, be sure that you do subscribe. I love you guys so much. And, mwah.